How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on this video, I'm going to be going over some of the common issues on the 2018 and newer Accords, specifically the 1.5T, which seem to be the most problematic versus the 2.0s. And if you're wondering how you can tell the difference, obviously there will be a huge power difference when you drive it, but a physical way to look at it, 1.5T has a tubular inlet setup right over here. The 2.0 will have a pancake style setup, and the 2.0 will also have an engine cover. The 2.0 will also be shift buttons for the shifter. The 1.5T will have a selector, so that is another easy way to tell. The 2.0s also come with the 2.0 badge on the trunk, but people could easily remove that, so you don't want to go by that. So number one thing that I'm seeing in my area, I'm in New Jersey, and we see a lot of injector failures. So not that you can pick up on that visibly, but they are failing. Problem number two we're seeing a lot of, and this has been a huge wave in the recent months, has been head gasket failures. And you're going to want to make sure your reservoir is topped off. If it's not topped off, second thing you're going to do is you're going to want to come over here and make sure the car is cool, put a rag over it, and take out the radiator cap. If the coolant is low, that's a great indicator that the head gasket is already compromised. Also, you're going to want to check the DTCs and the monitors. If the monitors are not ready, that means the engine light has been cleared recently, and therefore most likely the seller is trying to hide something, unless if for some reason the battery was replaced, then that will have the same monitors not ready at the time. But most cases, if you do see the monitors have been cleared and are not ready yet, that's a good indicator that somebody has in fact disconnected the battery and are trying to hide something. Another thing we see, and specifically on a 1.5T again, is rodent damage right over here. Not a big deal, but typically they stick to this area and they will chew these two wires 9 out of 10 times. This is repairable, and Honda does sell a rodent tape. Again, just if you do see that, it's not really an alarming issue, but it is a super common issue that we are seeing. And again, it is repairable, and they have some mouth deterrent stuff that you can purchase along with the rodent tape once these are repaired. And typically I've taped all of them while repairing these two as well. Another thing is the radar brackets get damaged very easily, and you can manipulate that by programming it, and it'll clear for a while, and then you go drive it and it'll throw a whole bunch of sensing lights on. And the easiest way to tell is if this lower bracket right over here has impacted the intercooler, and the intercooler is damaged right in that area, then that means the bracket has been compromised, and obviously is bent. It will need replacement. It's not a huge deal breaker, but obviously it's going to cost you extra money that you don't want to be spending. So obviously tires and brakes, everybody can look at that. There's no real issues there. And that's not going to really be a bargain for you or anything like that, or a bargaining tool. But just make sure they don't have extreme rust in the back. That is something we are seeing a little bit of. But again, that would just be a quick brake job replacement and not a deal breaker. Last but not least, and this is more a human error than anything, and this is an issue with this car here as well. People seem to drop a lot of coffee here, or whatever the case may be, some sort of a drink, and these buttons end up sticking, as this one is. See, it's slow to react, this one as well, and eventually causing some lights and for your parking brake and stuff to not work. Again, it's pretty easy to fix, but it's also easy to miss out on, and that will be extra money that will be coming out of your pocket if you don't pick up on it, and you can you know, use that to bargain your car, or the price of the car or whatnot. So that's essentially it, guys. Hopefully this video helps out somebody. Like I said before, either looking to buy it used, or buy a new, or buy out their lease. That's just some of the stuff that is pretty common on these cars. The biggest issue would be the head gasket, and we are seeing failures as early as 45,000 miles on a completely stock cars. So if the car's been modified in some sort of way, obviously once you push the stuff back past the OEM design limit, then the probability of that happening quicker and sooner obviously goes up. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to be doing a segment on basically all the newer Hondas and their common issues. So if you are in the market for any of the newer Hondas, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, so like that as the videos come out, you will be notified and stuff, and you won't miss out on anything like that.